Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Yaya Simple Living and I am Kelly, and I thought in honor of St. Patrick's Day we would make a corned beef brisket in the pressure cooker and maybe make some carrots and potatoes and cabbage to go with it. So let me show you what I have here. So I have a corned beef brisket, and I wanted to show you before we start cooking it. You can see that the grain of the meat goes this way, so it goes the long way. So when we cut it, we're going to cut it against the grain. But let me go ahead and I'm going to do this. So I have my Instant Pot here already, and I'm going to do this on the rack of the Instant Pot because that makes it easier to take it in and out of the Instant Pot, because when I get done it's going to be very, very tender, so I don't want it to fall apart. So we put this here. All right, so this is just a small corned beef, and I'm going to put it right there in the Instant Pot. I'm going to go ahead, and when you get your corned beef brisket from the store, you're going to have a little packet of seasoning. So you want to open that up. It looks like this. You want to open your seasoning up and go ahead and put that on top of your brisket. Okay, and then I usually like to add a little bit of extra mustard seed, extra peppercorns, and a couple of bay leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in there as well. Let me get this stuff out of the way here real quick. All right, and then what I'm going to do, I don't need my knife here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add water, and I'm going to do it so that I cover. Let me put this over here so you can see. All right, so I'm going to cover the Instant Pot, or I'm going to cover the brisket with the water. Okay? And I'm just going to pour, but I'm not going to pour above the 2/3 level, which this is a small brisket, so it won't need that. So I'm just going to pour this in. And looks like I'll need some more. I want to make sure that the whole brisket is submerged. And when you get done, when you have this corned beef, it is going to be so tender, it is going to melt in your mouth. It is absolutely delicious. So what we're going to do is we're going to, once I get this covered, we're going to set our Instant Pot on high, and we're going to pressure cook this for 90 minutes. So let me get this. I'm almost done here. And, oh, not quite covered yet. Okay, they're almost done here. I really should have had this ready. Okay, so let me, all right, so it is covered now, you can see, and we are not above the 2/3 mark. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my lid on. All right, and let me bring you guys down here so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to make sure that this is on sealing. So this is venting, and that button is in sealing. So it's on sealing, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to pressure cook. Okay, so custom, and then I'm going to set it for 90 minutes. All right, so an hour and a half. Okay, it's all set. I'm gonna hit start. It's gonna preheat. So I will be back when this is done. Okay guys, so we are back. Our timer has clicked over to, let's see, it says it's got 1 minute left, but the beeping went off, so, and it's switched over to keep warm. So what we're going to do is I am going to do the quick release on this. I don't want it to get my little vacuum sealer guy. And then once we do the quick release, while that was cooking, I went ahead and I cut up some cabbage. And I made sure to leave the core in because that'll keep the cabbage leaves together. And then I cut up some carrots. And I cleaned some potatoes and cut them up. And I have those in cold water to keep them from turning brown. So, once this quick releases, we are going to take our corned beef out. And I'm going to tent it with some aluminum foil while I'm waiting for the other things to cook. So we're going to cook our vegetables and potatoes in the same liquid that we did the corned beef. So as soon as this quick releases, I will be back. Okay, it looks like our corned beef is ready. Let's go ahead and get it out. I have my little silicone lifters here that will help with that so that I don't burn my fingers. Okay, I'm going to put it over here. And then we will get ready to do our vegetables. Okay, all right, so then we are going to take and drain our potatoes. Get all that starch water out of there. And we are going to carefully put our potatoes in there because it's hot. We may have to take some water out. I'm looking to see where we're not quite up to the 2/3 yet. But we may have to take some water out. In fact, I'm guessing we do. Let me see if I can get a measuring cup to scoop some of this water out. Alright, so we're going to scoop the water, get the water level down a little bit. We've got our cabbage in there. Now we're going to put our carrots in. Make sure we're right at the 2/3. So let me put that in there. Let me take a little bit more water out just to make sure. Okay. I'm going to tent that. We are going to put our lid back on. Okay, we've got it on sealing. We're gonna hit start, pressure cook. Going to back to custom. Okay. And now we want it all the way down to 5 minutes. Okay, and start. Oh. So we've got it on high, 5 minutes. We're going to let that pressure build. In the meantime, our corned beef is going to rest, and we'll be back when our vegetables are ready. Okay, so we are just waiting for the Instant Pot to tell us that our 5 minutes is up for our vegetables. As soon as we hear that sound, da-da-da-da-da. All right, so we're going to do the quick release. Put you guys over there. Okay, our pressure has been released. We're going to go ahead and open our Instant Pot, and get out our lovely veggies. I'm just gonna put them in this Tupperware container. Because they can all be mixed together, and then any leftovers tomorrow will become corned beef hash. See how our cabbage stayed together in one nice big piece? Makes it so much easier for serving. Oh, we got our bay leaf in there. Get rid of that. Looks like a couple of the cabbage leaves came out. Don't want to put a lot of water in there. All right, so we've got our veggies out now. Do we have all of them out? Looks like we still have some in here. And there's our other bay leaf. Get rid of that. Okay, we have that done. Now let me put these aside, and we are going to slice our corned beef. So hold on just one second. I'll be right back and we'll slice it. All right, guys, we are back. Our corned beef has sat for several minutes. Let me get it off this wire rack. So what I forgot to show you guys is there is a fat cap on the bottom of this, and I probably should have gotten rid of that, or I'm sorry, cooked it so that the fat cap was on the top, but I didn't do that. So I have since scraped the fat cap off after I took it out and let it sit for while it was resting. Look how easy, because we're cutting this against the grain, so look how easy it cuts, and everything stays together. So you have these lovely slices of corned beef. There you go. See? It's beautiful. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and plate this up. Wipe my hands off here real quick. I'm going to bring my vegetables back over here. So we are going to plate up some corned beef. And some vegetables. Some yummy carrots, some yummy potatoes. Look how tender all of this is. And of course, we want some cabbage. I think I want to cut some of this cabbage in half. I don't want a whole one. But look how tender that cabbage is. It just immediately cut. There you go. How is that for St. Patrick's Day? Look how beautiful that is. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope that you will consider making corned beef and cabbage for your St. Patrick's Day in the Instant Pot. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you hit the bell notification, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.